The Cold War, a term that evokes both the dread of nuclear annihilation and the intrigue of espionage, encapsulates one of the most precarious periods of modern history. Unlike traditional wars fought on battlefields, this decades-long silent standoff was waged primarily through political maneuvering, economic competition, and a relentless arms race. The principal adversaries were the United States and the Soviet Union, two superpowers who had once allied against a common enemy in World War II but soon found themselves on opposite sides of an Iron Curtain. The origins of the Cold War can be traced back to the closing days of World War II. As Nazi Germany crumbled, the alliance between the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union began to fracture. The Yalta Conference in February 1945 laid bare the ideological rifts that would soon define global politics: Western democracies versus Soviet communism. The division of Europe into spheres of influence marked the beginning of the division between East and West, symbolized by Winston Churchill's Iron Curtain speech in 1946. Central to the Cold War was the nuclear arms race, a period of intense military competition where both sides amassed vast arsenals capable of obliterating the planet many times over. The fear of mutual assured destruction, m.a.d., paradoxically maintained a tense peace. However, this precarious balance was nearly shattered during several major crises, the most notable being the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. For 13 days, the world teetered on the brink of nuclear war as the United States discovered Soviet ballistic missiles on Cuban soil, just 90 miles from Florida. Beyond direct confrontations, the Cold War also manifested through proxy wars in various regions around the globe. The Korean War, 1950 to 1953, the Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975, and the Soviet-Afghan War, 1979 to 1989, serve as stark examples of how superpowers supported opposing factions to extend their influence without direct military engagement. These conflicts caused tremendous human suffering and reshaped the geopolitical landscape. The end of the Cold War came rapidly with the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, a result of economic stagnation, political upheaval, and a series of reformative policies introduced by Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. The collapse marked not only the end of the bipolar world order but also heralded an era of American unipolarity and the expansion of liberal democracy. In summation, the Cold War was more than a prolonged geopolitical struggle, it was a defining era that shaped the modern world in countless ways. From the technological advancements spurred by the space race to the enduring legacy of nuclear proliferation, the impacts of this period continue to influence international relations to this day.